On tonight's episode, we talk about Fast X.
And other pop culture news from the week. We just got back from the IMAX theater where we got to enjoy Fast X, or as I like to call it, Fast and the Furious Physics Schmizics.
The end of the road is near. Or is it?
Vin Diesel has confirmed that this is the first of a trilogy.
Well, he didn't confirm. He said it might be a trilogy. It's definitely
Basically,
not gonna spoil anything, but there's more coming.
yeah.
So be ready. And it was good. I honestly thought it was better than the previous one, and the previous one wasn't bad. But some changes on the I guess there's always these kind of changes are a constant, is part of the formula. Like how the bad guy on this movie, becomes an ally, a friend, family on the next one, and I think in the case of John Cena, who was family, but it was a bad guy in this one at the end of the last one, and in this one he's part of the family and he's a good guy, and I think he works much better as a good guy, as a goofy guy than a tough, serious bad guy like they tried to make him in the previous movie.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed him quite a bit more in this one. Fast X has everything you could hope for from a Fast and Furious movie. They're just physics out the window, just like physics defying.
It's super
stunts
realistic.
and-
It's stunts that like they were tried and proved possible to do.
Totally.
Practical effects. Yeah.
I was thinking about that for a film, for a franchise that has such a great reputation for incredible practical effects. They seriously push the limits of what could be considered realistic.
Well,
But it works because what they make are like incredibly entertaining films, and this was one. We laughed, we're scared, but there's like good guys, bad guys, family, Coronas, cars, so many cars,
so many
fun tech.
connections to the saga. In this one, especially to five. I think it was Fast and Furious 5. In Brazil, connections to that, connection to characters, that connection to characters from the original movie. So tons of cameos, tons of
Yeah.
references, and crazy fun stunts, and for the family. Everything is possible for the family. Have faith, right?
Oh yeah, so many great one-liners
Yeah.
from them.
Oh right, that scene in the not spoiling, but the very first scene in the movie, they have like one phrases like ready to go from any comic book,
Yeah.
action movie. It was like what was one of my favorite ones was like the enemy of my enemy.
Yeah.
That's like classic.
Oh,
there
yeah.
was a couple. There was like one after the other. It was like I can't remember the other ones, but that's some phrases that's like, oh okay, I see these guys are. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, it's just classic. If you are a fan of the franchise, you will thoroughly enjoy this one. I don't want to spoil anything, but just say like you're gonna get exactly what you would expect. You're gonna enjoy every minute of it. They filmed a lot on location, lots of practical effects. The whole cast is there.
You die.
Like it's great.
In a fantastic should be fantastic, but it's fantastic. The Fast and Furious franchise, you either die a villain or you live long enough to join the family. So so Jason Statham, there was a bad guy, a scary bad guy in Join the Family. Same as John Cena and many others. But what else?
Lots of good cars, crazy cars, silly cars.
I came today. You might see and you might miss is the flight attendant on the flight. Who was in the flight?
It was
John
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena characters is the flight attendant
Mm-hmm.
is Paul Walker, the actor, daughter. He passed away. He was part of the
Mm-hmm.
franchise. They still didn't quite do. He's still present. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Even though it was told that they would give him an ending eventually. But yeah, he's the actor's daughter is there as the flight attendant. As a cameo that is quick.
Yeah.
And it's funny that he says like it's good to have friends in high places. It's like, oh, assuming he's in heaven. I don't know, maybe it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Online, and also because they're in a plane.
Yes.
But anyways,
Which is about as high as the average person could ever get.
what else?
I don't know. Again, I don't want to spoil anything. I feel like we covered most of it. Stunts, locations, practical effects, so many cars, explosions, really entertaining performance from Jason Momoa.
Yes.
It's everything I hoped for.
Oh yeah, about Momoa. Not giving too much away, which is already on the trailers. We know he's the son of the bad guy on previous movie that comes for revenge, for vengeance. And one thing that about him is that he's a bad guy. You know, the previous one there was the whole thing, family betrayal, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But technically he wasn't a bad guy, and to the point that he joined the family. So some of the others. This one he is a bad guy.
Yeah.
And he is bad. You know, no excuses, no unapologetically bad. And this always refreshing because it's you know, people try to it's like between black and white there's like shades of gray. There's no good and evil. There's evil. There's good. So we should see that on the screens because, you know, archetype examples for not only for kids but for adults too. You know, it might give some people an idea, justify the you know, the means justify the ends. No, the ends justify the means.
There you go.
That's right. And no, there's like there's a line between good and evil.
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, so he is a really bad guy. That's cool. And one thing, not spoiling, but again, Vin Diesel said that it would be might be a trilogy. One thing that was also refreshing to see is the movie ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And
which is fun.
It's always good. It shows commitment. You know, they committed. You know, they not. Oh, you have to do this quick. You have to hush and do this. You know, now and I have one thing that I hated, even though I liked the movie. And this happens in so many movies. But one thing that I hated on Dark, what's it called? Dark. The second Star Trek by J.J. Abrams is Dark.
Can't remember.
Star Trek Dark. Into the Darkness.
Yeah, Into Darkness. Yeah.
Into Darkness.
Yeah.
There was like at the point that Spock realized like God, and we realized that J.J. Abrams was a liar. We were also gonna talk about another liar tonight, but you know, it was like I hope they want to end on a cliffhanger, you know, because only then we find out there was, only then there was Khan, and you know, it's like to end the movie there. I don't know. It could definitely be another movie, and you know, extend with good writers and make something good out of it. And they just push it and they fix it and they concluded, and it was like super easy. And
I don't know if that would have worked there though, because like he was kind of redoing some like iconic moments that had already happened.
Yeah.
So, like, would it have been much of a cliffhanger?
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, like, oh, it's Khan. What happens now? Like, we know they defeat Khan. They bring the guy back to life. Like that already happened on Star Trek. I don't know that would have been like a big cliffhanger.
And that's the thing. I mean.
Like
I don't know.
in the Obi-Wan series when they kill that one Inquisitor, but it's the Inquisitor who shows up like all the time in
Yeah. But again,
Rebels.
they've been screwing things up so much. People say, "Oh, again they screw up or something."
Yeah, but I don't know. You got to be careful.
What?
Not every cliffhanger would work.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it's not only on how the movie goes. It's like a production, a story, and how you tell it. You know, it's like it's like Lord of the Rings, right? On the last 30 minutes, they get to Mordor and do everything they do on the other two movies. It felt like that one Into the Darkness. It felt like they could plan that better and
Sure.
and leave in a cliffhanger and do another movie instead of killing the story and the character right there. Fixes all good. It's all done.
Fair enough.
When it was like starting to get good and then it's over. It's and if you're good on timing, you feel like it's like, wait a minute, there's only 5-10 minutes. They're gonna fix all that in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's always good. It shows commitment. It show balls. To see the directors that are willing to, the story does not end here.
Yeah.
We're not gonna force. It's not gonna speed up, or make another hour or 3 hours. If you're committed to do a 3-hour movie, it's fine, but if the goal is not to make 3-hour movie, if the goal is 2 hours and you can make 2 movies, that's like Tarantino was forced into cut Kill Bill in 2 movies. The idea was to make I think it was 4 or 5-hour movies, but the studio decided. I guess
that's a little much.
There's the money aspect too, but in this one there's a cliffhanger, which is it was not so much of a surprise because they said that they would do a trilogy, but it's too good to see on how they do it and how they
yeah
end. I know that the next Mission Impossible movie, that Reckoning, it's called Part 1. So
yeah.
I almost certain I expected that they would do something like that. It was good to see the Fast gang doing that.
Yeah, it's a fun feeling. I remember when I was a kid, I feel like we felt this more often when you didn't have the option to stream shows or stream movies, or like binge watching wasn't really a thing. So I remember like watching the clock as we would watch like a season finale, because I was like,
the clock.
Yeah, like we were watching
What
like the
show's that?
season, or no, there's like the actual clock. I'm talking about an actual clock.
Ah, okay.
Right, like you were saying, like you realize, wait, there's only 5 minutes left in this episode. They're not going to wrap it all up. And then you're left with this huge cliffhanger, and you have to wait months until the next season, or like, wait the whole week, or with no idea what's happening. And
if movies was even longer, if you, without cable, you watch the movie and until you get the VHS to rewatch the movie, and then you still have to wait until the new movie come out. Movies like Back to the Future that ends on
that's right.
And Lord of the Rings was kind of, he shot back to back all the movies, but you still would have to wait.
And the end of Two Towers is a major downer. Well, the end of Fellowship, it's actually just like downers all the way until like he wakes up in Rivendell. Like it's just Anyway, so I think it is nice to see, because we don't get that feel. I mean, a little bit, we have to wait years for the next House of the Dragon season, but yeah, no,
it's good. It's good storytelling.
It's fun.
Serialized. Back in the day, they used to serialize movies all the time, and it's good to see. We're gonna wait, and it's worth a wait, because the odds are high. The bad guy is bad, the heroes are heroic, so it's worth waiting, and it's exciting, and it kind of, it's bittersweet because you have to wait, but nowadays it'll probably be next year. I don't know. There's nothing announced, but it's a good thing for Universal.
Yeah.
And more to come, and we'll be watching.
We will, for sure. So, Fast X. I heard some people say Fast 10, but I feel like Fast X makes a lot more sense. In theaters, totally worth seeing on the IMAX if you have the chance. Go check it out.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
There's a post-credit scene. Just FYI, but is right after the main credits.
So wouldn't that be like a mid-credit scene? Yeah.
Yes, but it's after the.
It's after the pretty credits.
Pretty credits, yes, that's the technical.
Yes,
term.
it's very technical, but you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are pretty. Anyways, so go check Fast X on IMAX.
Okay, let's look at some other box office stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy, which we talked about last week.
Yes, it was last week.
Their second weekend box office turned in about $52 million.
All movies pretty much, they drop. You know, the industry created this thing. They're gonna go. I have to see in the first weekend, especially in the age of internet with all the spoilers.
Yeah,
they were never a thing. Back in the day, there actually people would buy periodicals, magazines to know what's gonna happen because you have to wait. You know, so what's gonna happen with Luke Skywalker? It's like, so Vader's his father, so what's gonna happen next? You're gonna have to wait 2 or 3 years. So you would look for those spoilers. Now people are like, oh no, I don't wanna know.
Yeah. I don't like knowing. It is so much more fun to go into a movie and just be able to enjoy the whole storytelling process.
Yeah, but these days that doesn't happen anymore because of the marketing.
I know, and
it's
annoying. It's annoying.
It's yeah. Anyways, but so we were talking about what about?
Hold on. Spoilers.
Talking about
Guardians.
So it's
first weekend, second weekend.
First weekend. And so it's natural for the second weekend to come drop, and Guardians naturally dropped. It was the drop, the fall of the drop was bigger than expected. Still not bad, 52 million, but it's still symptomatic of the problems at Disney. Yes.
Yeah. In fact, Quantumania, it's rumored, suspected that Quantumania actually lost $125 million.
Yeah.
So
between that and
great.
You know, the underperforming everything overall, everything Disney underperforming is attenuating the crisis, which we'll talk more about tonight.
Yes, we will. The things are looking good for Netflix, though. They started a new series called The Mother, and
it's a show. It's a movie.
It's a show.
It's
a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It premiered last Mother's Day. We almost watched, but it was like, I don't know what we were watching, and it was kind of like out of the, you were watching comedies and it go to drama. I guess drama to go to comedy works, but like when you're watching something like, we were watching.
We're watching Seven Samurai.
But after that you start watching Intelligence.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you need something a little lighter.
Yeah.
A lot lighter after Seven Samurai.
Yeah. Which, by the way, also premiered last weekend. We didn't talk about. We're gonna talk about right after this.
Okay.
But we watched Intelligence, and then there was like The Mother. I saw Jennifer Lopez. I heard good things about it, and on Netflix on Mother's Day it was about Mother. So we didn't watch it yet, but it's doing well.
Yeah, it had Netflix's biggest opening weekend of the year so far. So congrats, guys! Way to go.
Yeah. So since we talk about Intelligence, so Peacock has this show called Intelligence. It's
actually
British
a BBC
production.
show. Yeah.
It's I think it's Peacock original, isn't it? Anyways, they just came out with a special. It's called the Special Agent Special Intelligence. It's a little bit longer than the regular 20 minutes episodes. It's like 40 something minutes. And as the show goes, I don't know the future of the show, but the entire thing is really funny.
Yes.
The Nick Mohammed, that is what's his bucket on Ted Lasso?
I don't remember, but the traitor.
Chad,
Traitor
Cross,
who goes.
Hank, Pank.
Yeah, you can keep saying names. I won't remember. But he's the traitor who goes off to manage West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the
who's getting a redemption arc, but for now we can still hate him a little bit.
Which I think is a mistake. The way they ended, it was like he was a bad guy, and right away they tried to fix that. But anyways, he's the what, Middle Eastern looking guy. Yeah. So he writes. He's one of the creators of this show. It's him, the main character, him and David Schwimmer from Friends. And the writing and the delivery, it's really funny. It's like they go where some people say you shouldn't go there, but they go, and they do it really well.
Yeah,
old school. And the show has 2 full seasons on Peacock, and now has a special. And I hope they make more because it's fun.
It's really fun. It is extremely British. We get it's kind of a workplace comedy.
And the shock between being British and American getting there, because David Schwimmer's character is American.
He's the NSA liaison.
Yeah, and he comes with some American attitude.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
And that does so well. It's so good.
Yeah, so that's been a very fun show. You can watch it on Peacock. It's a great import. Thank you to our friends across the pond for making that, because it's just a delight. Okay, the WGA strike continues.
Yes,
unabated.
Third week. They're optimistic. They say they have more support than they have in 2008. But they also have bigger problems than they had in 2008.
Yeah, in 2008 there weren't any streamers.
AI.
Communications,
internet is so much faster and so much better now that they can work out people on the other side of the planet, in the blink of an eye or faster.
Yeah.
So but they are optimistic. They still want like the 400 million. The studio said we give you 80. So.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know.
It is summer, so the effects of the strike are not being felt that greatly. Mostly talk shows. And it's like some talk shows. It's like it's summer. It's like really. It's like, if anything, Gutfeld. I put somewhere there. Yeah, Gutfeld is the only one on air, and he was already the top. He was getting ratings better than any of the big ones, any Fallon, Kimmel, Steve, what's the name of the other one? Colbert. So he was beating them. Now he's not only beating them, but he's actually on air still.
Yeah.
And
so it hasn't affected him, but we will start seeing the effects of this as audiences.
Yes.
In the near future, because there are shows seasons and shows that they should be producing their next season, but they're not because there's nobody writing it. So that's Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Abbott Elementary, Big Mouth, Blade, Cobra Kai, Evil, Hacks, Loot, Severance, Stranger Things, SNL, and Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Big Mouth. I think Big Mouth was supposed to be the last season. It's gonna be affected.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, but yeah, the late night show. Fallon got in trouble this week. I can't remember the details.
Yeah,
I remember but he tweeted something funny about criticizing whatever.
Oh dear.
And then the strikers came and said, yeah, but you don't pay. It was a basically commenting something about paying quality prices, something like that. And it's like, you hypocrite, you don't pay your writers, and what you talking about?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Well, good luck to them. I hope they work this out soon. let's talk about Disney. It seems to be like a weekly feature for us.
Well,
What went wrong at Disney this week?
They are all in the news. The series of mistakes are costing thousands of jobs and costing stopping productions, stopping projects.
Yeah.
They had this new facility for I think Disney Publishing and some other subsidiary of the company. They would build this big project in Florida, but because of the stupid fights with the governor, intruding in the governor and the populous businesses, because the stupid philosophies and ideologies the company has, which again the main ideology of a company should be to create a product and sell. Anyways, so because of that, they're not gonna do that, and they laying off people. So many people, and today they just announced that very expensive, the premium of the Galaxy Star Cruiser. How's it called?
The Galactic Star Cruiser.
Galactic Star Cruiser,
which is like an immersive Star Wars hotel experience.
With like drinks that cost 10,000 credits dollars, and all the very expensive stuff. They announced that they're gonna shut it down. On the September 30th.
Even though they have reservations after that, like already people committed to going and paying and all the rest.
Yes, so, they not only shutting it down that day, they canceling every appointment beyond that day. So it's not even like they trying to make money from the people they already paid or willing to pay. They just shutting it down. I guess the costs and also the logistics behind it. Anyways, the company is going to trouble. We talked about Marvel losing money, and it's bad. I mean, it was surprisingly expensive, so it was definitely not something that would make tons of money. Meaning, they would never get the place sold out.
And when we say expensive, like Disney theme parks, anything Disney is expensive. Super expensive. Like you pay a premium for it. And so even within this world of like super costly Disney park experiences, Galactic Star Cruiser was like expensive even in that context.
It's even people with a lot of money, they would think, because it's a hotel, it's a place you're going to sleep. It doesn't need to have R2D2 bringing you breakfast, and the breakfast is blue milk and stuff like that. It's fun, sure, but you paying a lot more for that. It's especially in these times of recession and Biden inflation and how economy is a disaster. All that together, Disney is.
It was too much. But don't worry.
But the Bob Iger announced he's optimistic. He's gonna all the costs being cut will be the number they expect, or even a little bit more. But cutting costs is only the beginning of the fixing the problem.
I don't think that's much consolation to the people losing their jobs. But if it makes you feel any better, Avatar: The Way of Water will be streaming on Disney Plus sometime in June.
Millions of people running
you can drown your sorrows
to sign up to Disney Plus to if you have problems sleep, your problems are how the guys on the infomercial says, your problems are over. Your problems are over. Avatar 2 and 1, so you have enough to keep you to sleep.
That's a solid 6 hours of mediocre content.
Yes.
Well, they're also, when they release the Hawkeye series and Echo, they're gonna
another measure,
instead of doing an episode a week like they've been doing in the past, they're just gonna drop it all at once. So we'll see if that makes any difference. I don't know. Despite all this, Comcast says they are still more likely than not, sell their Hulu shares to Disney when the time comes.
Yeah, they contractually in January 2024, Disney has the option to buy, and they might buy it. And there's the around that time there's the junction, there's the mix, the union
Yes.
of two services on one. So I guess that would help Disney make some
I don't
money.
know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
but the Zaslav, the CEO of Warner Brothers, was talking about that as the future of streaming is bundling. You know, HBO Max is gonna become Max, agglutinating HBO Max and Discovery. It's in Discovery, right? Discovery Channel. I can't remember the name of the Discovery Plus. Anyways, it's gonna become Max anyways.
Yeah.
So Disney's doing that with Hulu. We might see more of that in there's what is it, Showtime and Peacock. Anyways, there's a lot going on. You know how streaming came to revolutionize. There's like one place you can watch everything, and then they start splitting. Oh, there's a streaming service for this channel, for this channel. There's a streaming service for SNL alone. There's a streaming service for very very topical, very niche. And then they split, and just like they become the very enemy they swore to destroy.
Yes.
Just like cables, have packages of streaming services. Now they're getting back together, which is good for the consumer.
It is.
It's one stop.
Yeah.
To all you want to watch.
Yeah, which I do appreciate that. Mena Massoud is not feeling very appreciated.
Yeah. He was fine. He just expressed his opinion, which is actually a very coherent opinion. It
was a little cocky. It was a little unnecessary.
He was just saying.
He was like, I don't know if people are going to go back to see Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
People came back to see our movie, which is why it was so great. I don't know if Little Mermaid will do as well as our movie. Take a seat, pal.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he deserved the reaction he got. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, well, what he said that Little Mermaid will definitely get a sequel, most likely get a sequel, even though it might not make a billion, more than $1 billion. And people rain fire on him, calling him all sorts of things.
Yeah, a lot of people assumed he was racist.
He's a person
he did not talk about Halle Bailey at all.
Yeah.
He just didn't think that people would come back to see the movie the way they did Aladdin, which, again, a little cocky, but not terrible.
There's a couple of things to consider. Quick analyzing the movies. Aladdin, I would say, is for everybody. When The Little Mermaid is focused towards girls, right?
Sure.
Talking about the originals. So when you make these in live actions, the public you're gonna bring is gonna be for one everybody, for one girls. But never mind that. What he's saying is it's what's going on, what you see on the news, what you see on comments on social media. It doesn't seem like people's like, I can't wait to see that movie. It wasn't for Aladdin as well, because Robin Williams unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
And they had to change, maybe they would change even if he was alive. But all things considered, you just seeing the writing on the wall. But the reaction was like, you.
Yeah.
Street rat.
Super disappointing.
Yeah. But the movie is coming sometime next week, I think. And
so far, reviews from other premieres have been good. There are people out there who are loving this. There are little girls who are really resonating with this new Ariel, and the vocal performances I've heard, she sings it powerfully. She's good. Was this necessary?
She's not red. It's bad. That's my opinion.
Oh my god.
Anyways, there was a they did some changes in the movie we didn't see.
Yeah.
But apparently she was giving an interview and saying that it's not about on how she runs to get a boy, right?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but it's like, How are you gonna do
but
that?
it's still a pretty major plot point
She says
from the trailer. So
she said, yeah, no, she says it's about independence. It's like this Ariel is she's independent. She wants her freedom. It's not about running to get the boy. I was like, pretty sure he's still ready to get the boy. It's like the whole images in trailers.
That is a lot of what we see in the trailer. I don't know. I'd be happy to be proved wrong.
It's just the people misreading or reading what they want, and she's giving.
Sure.
Anyways.
I just feel like so many of these reboots, they just set themselves up to fail, like replacing Robin Williams with Will Smith. All due respect to Will Smith, and as fun as the reboot was, like, Robin Williams' Genie is so, I use the word iconic a lot, but that's the best word I can think of for it. Same thing with Ursula. And from what I've seen in the trailers, Melissa McCarthy does a great job being Ursula, but Ursula is one of the best Disney villains with, like, this laugh and these, like, even my dad, like, loves Ursula. It's just so great. You can't... Why would you try to redo that? Like, they nailed it the first time. Whatever other issues there are with that. Oh, and the music. Like, Little Mermaid has some of the best music. To the point where I hate that movie, but I love that music. Why would you try to do that again?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was something about some... even one of the biggest iconic songs from the show would not make to the movie. It ended up making it, but it was like, who are the idiots in charge of these things? Anyways,
I don't know.
Moving on.
Know. And I'll say it again.
Disney's films and Peter Pan and Wendy with what 6% on. Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Let's go to Cannes. Cannes Festival's happening right now.
Cannes, yeah. Cannes! Oh, no, not Cannes. Cannes
yeah,
Festival.
Different Cannes, yeah.
Yeah, a lot going on there. Mm-hmm. We saw images of the killers of the... What's it?
I wrote it down somewhere.
Martin Scorsese new movie.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
This is coming in October.
By Apple. But it's going to the theaters with...
Leonardo DiCaprio
and Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser, among others. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
It looks very, very intense. It has like some mob Godfather vibes.
But it's a Scorsese film.
But it has this whole relationship between two worlds. The Native American and this white guy, and they're gonna be conflict. It looks good.
I think it's based on a true story.
Okay.
It's set in the 1920s, and it's
so it was
about
Fast and Furious.
was it?
Fast X. It was based on. No,
okay. This one actually is, and it looks really. Yeah. It looks really interesting.
So we saw that straight out of Cannes, but.
Harrison Ford received the Palme d'Or.
Yes, right before the screening of Indiana Jones 5, The Dial of Destiny. He received it before, and after there was like standing ovation, and he held back the tears. He was very emotional, and I mean, he's very talented. He proved that many times. He deserves it. It was about time.
Yep. Johnny Depp received a 7-minute standing ovation
for his new movie. It's a period piece. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
It sounds weird.
It sure does. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Huh. So it's a period piece, and it's being well received. It's causing controversy because, the whole Amber Heard v. Johnny Depp, so there's like people taking sides. This is the whole thing. Brie Larson is one of the judges, is member of the jury in Cannes, and they asked her if she would see that movie because she's apparently she's a super Me Too person, and it caused some noise because she said, I don't know why you're asking that. I mean, she was the jury, right?
Yeah, and I feel like that's part of being on the jury.
And she kind of dismissed. I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to see. Yeah, you will see it. You will know. It's just like she dismissed in a very Brie Larson way. Anyways.
They're also premiering the ultimate cut of Caligula.
Yeah.
So that sounds fun.
Which, yeah. Helen Mirren and Malcolm McDowell? Was that?
I don't
One
remember.
of the McDowells. Yeah, and they said it's the version that the directors, producers, and actors would approve, which is like, I don't know if you should ask the actors. I think it was Kubrick or Hitchcock. Actors, cattle.
Yeah, they were both pretty notorious for being horrible to their...
Yeah, not horrible, methodic. Back in the day, there was like geniality. Geniusly.
Geniality is like being nice.
Yeah. No. Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
And I'm saying
Call
treating people like cattle. I'm going to go ahead and say that's horrible.
Yeah, it's their vision. But anyways, moving on.
It doesn't mean it's good. All right, let's look at some cancellations and renewals over in the television world. ABC canceled Big Sky. CW's canceled Kung Fu and the Winchesters.
Which is a supernatural prequel show.
Physical and Archer also have been canceled.
Yeah, well, Archer is not canceled, it's ending.
Oh, okay.
It has like 11
One more season. No, 13.
13.
Season 14 starts in August.
Yeah.
On Netflix, and it's going to be the last season.
Physical had 3 seasons, so I don't know if it's cancellation or ending.
Well,
but anyways.
Either way, they're over. So is Jada Pinkett Smith's Cleopatra docuseries.
Yeah.
Which no one was excited about, and I have not heard any good things about.
Yeah, and it's beating records. This world record is like the lowest. Among the lowest is the top. Does that make sense?
Nope.
It's the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's the best at being the worst.
By the audience. It has 1%.
1%.
But the critics are being nicer. They gave stunning 16%.
Which again, just painful.
Absolutely nobody, virtually nobody likes it. And trying to push agendas and trying to be historical and accurate. If you want to make a movie, narrative, fictionalized movie, sure, do whatever. Some people still might not like it, but in this one they're trying to push that as history, as fact, which is not. So that's why it's failing big time.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because Cleopatra, her life story, what she accomplished, it's pretty cinematic. There's a lot of good stuff there. Yeah. So it's kind of a shame to waste an opportunity like that.
Woman power, before woman power was a thing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
HBO could do a lot with it.
Yeah. That was very HBO I don't know if it's still in the production limbo, but there was some working of Cleopatra with Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
And Patty Jenkins. I would have to check that, but there was.
There were talks about it. Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know if it's in the limbo, especially now with writing. But anyways.
All right, stuff getting renewed or coming back. What We Do in the Shadows, season 5 is dropping July 13th.
Yes.
Hooray. CW is going to renew either Superman and Lois or Gotham Knights.
I mean, I didn't see Gotham Knights, but I should say Superman and Lois, because the concept of Gotham Knights is pretty bad. As it was Batwoman, as it was some other properties where is a Batman show without Batman.
Well, I guess that's another point. It's not a Batman show; it's a Gotham show.
Yeah, but even Gotham, as you mentioned, it had Batman there. He wasn't Batman yet.
Yeah, they didn't have Batman.
Was he?
They had Bruce.
Because some might say that Batman becomes Batman when Thomas and Martha die. That's right there. His life changed. And the process is just of learning and growing.
I'd say that launched him on the path.
Huh?
That put him on the path. At least in that version.
Well, even on that version. But anyways.
All right.
So, yeah, Superman and Lois. Hashtag renew Superman and Lois.
Yeah,
Hashtag
I really like that show.
Gotham Knights. Is that yeah? That's
Yeah.
the name, right? Okay. Anyways.
Other shows returning are Connor's Not Dead Yet, America's Funniest Home Videos, American Idol, Celebrity Jeopardy, and Wheel of Fortune, Shark Tank, and The Bachelor, and all of its various vomitous spin-offs.
Sure.
So, there's that. Okay, there are some brand new shows coming, though, that actually look pretty exciting. Or at least some of them do that we've seen. We have Justified City Primeval.
We have to see Justified. I saw just you didn't, but Justified is
Okay.
so good. And
Okay,
it's
cool.
coming a new show, so we have to see it.
Yeah, that's coming on FX.
Tim, it's all the Phantom. There's like modern type of cowboy.
Oh, nice.
It's cool. Anyways.
Cool. Good Lawyer.
Good Lawyer. The Good Lawyer is not definitive yet. It's they ordered a pilot, and among those shows they were renewed, and they're gonna start. It's a spin-off of Good Doctor. I don't know how's this gonna be. It's a lawyer. There's autistic too. Either way, but they ordered a pilot. They shot the pilot. They didn't make a decision yet. So it might or might not. We come back for that in the near future.
Conan O'Brien Must Go. This is coming to what will now be called Max. Looks amazing.
Another traveling Conan show. And Conan, he was always my favorite of the talk show hosts. They screwed him over and he came back to TBS and he had a good run and he ended. Now he's traveling around the world making fun of everybody and he does great.
Yeah, he does. Gordon Ramsay has another show coming called Food Stars, and Mr. Beast is coming as a judge.
He's gonna be one of the guest judges, I think. And the show is. I was reading the definition of the show. The details of the show is like he's a CEO of a restaurant or restaurant company, and the competitors will compete by doing the marketing for the restaurant, doing the food for the restaurant. It sounds a lot like The Apprentice. So and he's gonna get guests and Mr. Beast guest judges, and that's gonna be one.
Include Mr. Beast. Okay, some movies coming. We already talked about Killers of the Flower Moon. Beetlejuice 2 has added Willem Dafoe and Monica Bellucci to their cast. We also saw a trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's. That's coming in October. So if you're into the game, that's coming.
I mean, we never played the game. I don't know. Think about it.
It's not my thing at all. Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, that's a video game. And Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage.
Aww.
Because he shines being himself.
You know, he really does. He really does.
You forgot one of the new shows.
Really?
Yeah.
What
the
did I forget?
Hypertension.
Oh, yeah. I got excited to turn the page.
Hypertension, is that what it's called?
That's what you wrote down.
Okay, so it is called Hypertension. It's based on a French show called Hypertension Intellectual, something like that. It's Caitlin Olsen, the talented it's on in Philadelphia. She's funny. On this show, she's a mom, and she has this capacity, this skills, this potential of solving crimes. So she's gonna join hardcore old-time detective solving crimes. It sounds interesting. It sounds funny. It's written by Drew Goddard that you might know from The Good Place. We'll see.
Yeah, that's promising.
Yeah.
Okay. Superman Legacy. There's all kinds of fun rumors swirling about this, including some potential candidates for Lois Lane, including Samara Weaving.
No.
Phoebe Dynevor.
No.
Emma Mackey.
No.
Rachel Brosnahan.
No.
Okay, that's everyone for.
That's what James Gunn said. For Superman, there's David Cornsweet, and for Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult. But you see that everywhere. Everybody is talking about that. Everywhere you see these names popping. James Gunn says, "Oh, no, it's not true. I don't know what you guys talking about." Which I call BS.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I would love to see Nicholas Hoult as Lex.
And I think Samara Weaving could be a really fun Lois, as long as they don't go blonde with her. As long as they bring her back to brunette or redhead.
Yeah.
But I've been.
They already tried blonde and failed.
Samara Weaving has been so good in everything we've seen her in, and I think she could be a fun version of Lois.
Yeah, I really like the whitest of
What?
these girls. The British Rachel
Oh.
Bronson. I'm saying
Yeah.
whitest because you see pictures of them side by side. She's like shines like
Yes.
Edward in Twilight. And I think she has the looks and the moxie. But again, all the names are very talented.
Yeah.
And it could be, even though James Gunn's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Liar.
So.
JJ tried that. And he was much better than me. Anyways.
Okay. Montana has banned TikTok.
Yes, good news from the good state of Montana.
Mm-hmm.
The app is illegal in the state, not for state employees, not for state workers,
Not for minors.
for the
Just flat out.
state. Which
Wow.
is a Chinese spy. Why you keep letting them spy on us? And so good for Montana. Good decision of the lawmakers in the state.
The Supreme Court has ruled against Andy Warhol in a case involving some artwork he did of Prince using a photograph, somebody else's photograph of Prince, and they ruled in favor of that original photographer.
Yeah, and that causes a lot of struggle, problems, controversy in the art sector. All things considered, considering fair use. And the whole thing started because Warhol used this image of Prince and so many others to do Orange Prince, is the Orange Prince. And someone, I can't remember the details, but someone wanted to use this art for something else not long ago, these days. And they paid, I think, $10,000 to the Warhol state to use that image. They give nothing, no cent to the actual photographer.
The photographer, yeah.
So, and that causes a lot of, what's going to happen now? It's like if you use something, the whole famous Obama picture that the guy didn't take the picture, made that hope, I think that was a saying, was the guy made a lithograph. So he used the image created by someone else. It causes all these sorts of controversies you're going to see in the future. How this goes.
We shall see. All you crazy Olympics fans out there like me, NBC has announced that for Paris 2024, this is how they're going to do the programming. It'll be daytime takeover, and then they'll do
live. No specials at night. Is that?
No, there will also be a primetime show. Paris,
but not only the primetime show. They're gonna now we go live to Paris to see the swimming competition.
Right.
Okay.
So they're doing daytime takeovers as well as a primetime show that kind of wraps up, like, shows you the.
And of course, 24/7 on Peacock.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Summer Olympics 2024.
Okay. What else?
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah, we come back
Thanks for sticking around.
Yes. We come back next week with more pop culture. What you gonna see next week? Is that Spider-Man? No.
Not yet. Spider-Man's in June, I think.
I think next week is the week that nothing is coming out because nobody wants to go against Disney, even though it's just a Mermaid. So we're gonna see something.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Not the Mermaid. I'm not that excited to see.
Yeah.
She hates mermaids.
I don't hate mermaids. I just hate that movie. The animated one.
She doesn't want to be a part of her world. Not
that
If you
world.
want to see me singing more, tune up next week with more pop culture news and entertainment.
Yeah.
May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.